Welcome to today's video. We're going to be watching some true crime stuff on the channel today as usual. Maybe something not true crime. We'll see how the day goes. If you don't already know, a lot of these videos come from my Discord. If you're not in my Discord, you should probably join that. And we have a React suggestions tab and everything where you can suggest stuff and you might see something that you put up on the video one day. It's crazy, I know. If you're watching this on YouTube, you missed the Twitch stream, but that's okay. I stream almost every single day on Twitch. All you got to do is click the link right through there and follow, and maybe you can watch live at some point or watch anything else because I don't stream just true crime or React stuff, etc. I'm a professional. Last things last, if you watch this video on YouTube, consider subscribing to the channel because it helps me know that what I'm doing is good and people like it. And yeah, you know, getting validated for my efforts is always good. Video time. We're going to watch another video from Stay Awake called Cops Make Scariest Discovery of Their Lives. I have no idea. This doesn't allude to much at all. I mean, it alludes to plenty, but nothing specific. So I have no idea what's to happen here. So.
On July 10th, 2024, the Racine Police Department responded to a 911 call from a hiker reporting a dead body. But in just a few moments, their day will turn upside down.
Oh, he is awake. I'm sorry.
This gentleman here saw you were in medical distress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No?
Whoa! Hey, buddy! No! Drop the gun! Drop it!
He's got a gun! He's got a gun! He's got a gun! Drop it!
Away from you.
Drop it!
What the fuck?
Drop the gun!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
213, we need more
What
spots
the
out there
hell?
ASAP.
I'm not going back to jail. Kiss my ass on that one. I want that. That's working on the case of my mother.
Talk to the detective. What did you want to tell him?
What my mother said about how she killed my brother?
The shooter, 37-year-old Jesse Pat, is referring to an incident that occurred about 4 years earlier, on October 28th, 2020. His brother, 46-year-old Shannon Lloyd, hadn't been seen in weeks, so several concerned family members contacted the police to do a wellness check. According to the family, Shannon lived with his mom, Cheryl Christensen, whose mental health had been spiraling out of control recently. They were concerned that she was going to do something drastic.
Same police department needs you to come to the door.
Cheryl, I just want to see him. Shannon, please. Okay, and I'll be gone.
Since nobody was answering the front door, the family took the officers to the backyard where they might have better luck getting Shannon's attention.
He's back window right there. His name is Shannon.
Shannon?
They called his name a few more times, still no response, but the officers had one more trick up their sleeves that was sure to get them into the house.
A
The city
hammer.
police department,
Of
last
course.
warning.
Maybe through this garage reaching the door.
As they were breaking in, Cheryl began yelling at them to stop, clueless that she was talking to the police and not her brother Joe.
What the are you doing? Why are you harassing me?
Come to the door and open it.
More money. I don't have no more money.
Open the door.
Please leave me alone.
I'm sorry, what is
Please
that?
leave us alone.
Open the door. We're going to finish kicking it in.
No.
Breach it.
I'm calling the police.
We are the police.
Why are you doing this?
Need you to open the door, ma'am. That's all.
She's barricading the door. Hit it before
Bruh.
she barricades it. Oh, man, there's my answer to it. There you go.
Police department.
The officers walked into an eerie scene. Red paint was all over the door frames, and red X's were painted on any reflective surfaces throughout the house. However, the officers don't have time to focus on that, because Cheryl, who is potentially dangerous, could be hiding around any corner.
Police department, make yourself known.
Got bunch of closed doors back here.
Cheryl, I need you to come out, please. Cheryl. Hey, Shannon, can you hear me?
We're just gonna hold right here until we get more.
Yep.
That's
What in the world, bro?
I don't know. That's weird.
Backup arrived within minutes, and after establishing a game plan, they gave Cheryl one final warning.
Cheryl Christensen, you're under arrest. We do not want to break any more property. We do not want anyone hurt here. Please come out. You are under arrest.
With no response, the officers moved in, and behind door number 1, they discovered why nobody had seen Shannon recently.
Right. There's somebody on the floor.
Okay.
You on the floor. Show me your hands. Can you pull the blanket up?
That's Shannon.
He might be DOA.
It was apparent that he had been lying there for multiple days, based on the level of decomposition. At first glance, they saw no signs of trauma to Shannon's body, so it was unclear exactly how he died. They breached the next few rooms one by one. When they opened the door to Shannon's room, they noticed that his bed had red paint around it as well. Cheryl was still nowhere to be found, but there was one room left to check, and this door was locked.
Cheryl, I need you to come out with your hands out.
Break down my house? Yeah.
I've got taser.
All right,
got
ma'am.
lethal.
Just listen. Just come out with your hands up. We'll get you some help, okay?
I don't need help.
Man, we don't want to hurt you at all, okay? We just want to end this peacefully. Just come out, put your hands up.
There's nothing going on. I did nothing wrong.
Despite the calm tone from the officers, Cheryl wouldn't cooperate. So once again, they brought out the sledgehammer.
Stand back from the door. Stand back from the door. Stand back from the door.
Sledgehammer's getting his. It's working.
Show your hands.
Get a shield.
Get on the
It's okay, guys.
Slow down. Ma'am, just relax. Keep your hands up.
Oh, man.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
That's okay, guys.
tasered.
Slow down. Get her again if we have to.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
We're gonna tase you again, man.
Hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
We're good.
Relax, ma'am.
Everybody, we're good.
Can I pull my pants?
Okay, we got your pants.
I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Okay.
You just got
We'll get you out,
electrocuted,
rescue you, and
so
take a look at you, okay?
Hey, Cheryl, have you taken anything?
No.
Let's get her outside. Call that rig up.
Now, why would you come to the door?
My son hurt himself and broke some bones, and I couldn't lift him, and I didn't want him going to the hospital.
Side all clear then?
The officers couldn't understand why Cheryl didn't get Shannon any medical attention if she believed he was injured.
We're not
Shannon,
gonna-
Cheryl.
You go to hell where you belong.
That's my nephew, Cheryl.
That ain't your nephew. You didn't
Okay,
do
that's
about him for years.
Yeah, she thought he dead. That's what she just said. And I waited too damn long.
They wondered if the family had any more insight into Cheryl's recent
What in
state
the
of mind.
world,
So,
dude?
after giving them some time to process what had happened, the officers began asking some questions. Cheryl's sister Candace told the officers more about Cheryl's concerning behavior leading up to this incident.
I told you, I said she did a 360. There was something wrong. I knew it. I just knew it. I felt it. Every time I came here, there was something eerie going wrong, and she wouldn't let me in the house.
And then yesterday, she said she put Shannon's stuff outside. I heard today. Well, that threw a red flag to me.
Well, yeah, I said it was
Something
all
wrong
sitting
with
out
Shannon?
on the...
Why are you getting rid of
There was boxes
his stuff?
full of his stuff sitting out here from his supplies. I said, I want to know if Shannon's okay, you know. She was, we're fine. Don't tell me how to take care of him. We're fine.
Cheryl's erratic behavior was especially alarming because she was Shannon's caretaker. The officers had already put this together when they saw the hospital-like bed in his room, but they had no idea what condition Shannon had.
Do you know his medical diagnosis and stuff like that?
He got hit by a car when he was 14, which caused him to be handicapped, and he has brain damage, which he has hydrocephalus.
Hydrocephalus is a buildup of fluid in the brain, causing brain damage and therefore a wide range of physical and mental symptoms. However, despite any impairments Shannon had, he was healthy as can be, according to his doctor.
Do you know the last time he was at the doctor?
Well, I know he had a doctor when I was here, but I think it was like a month ago. They said he was very healthy. So I knew there was nothing wrong with Shannon. He was very, very healthy.
The lead investigator also spoke to the family and discovered that Cheryl's spiral into madness began months ago when she started taking a new medication.
She started saying this really crazy stuff about this guy that she's following on YouTube.
Okay.
And that she was sending him money, like $500 at a time. Because she's been saying it probably off and on throughout the year that the world's going to end. They're coming to get us. I think she lost it. I think she's on these meds. I think they took over her brain. I don't know. This guy took over her brain. He brainwashed her.
What do you guys think happened? I mean, do you think this could be an issue where she just wasn't properly taking care of him? Do you think this is an issue where she might have killed him?
Homicide.
She's made comments of If she goes, she's taking him with her.
The investigator wondered if Cheryl's obsession with this spiritual preacher and the end of the world had anything to do with the red paint all over the house.
It seems to kind of be a lot of the reflective surfaces, like TVs, pictures. I think it's something with maybe with demons.
They decided that the best person to probe for answers was Cheryl herself, who at the time was being escorted into an interrogation room.
Okay, we'll be with you in 1 second, okay?
I did that damn thing. So I get treated. Shot in the back. I was busted in too. I wanted my son to go in peace. The son of a bitches wouldn't let it happen.
Cheryl had clearly convinced herself that allowing her son to die and rot in the bathroom for several days was some sort of noble act.
Yeah, what?
But convincing the detective wouldn't be so easy.
Hi, Cheryl?
Yes.
I'm Detective Claypool. Can we chat for?
Sorry. I loved the way he just delivered that line. I don't know why. It was so funny.
Hi, Cheryl?
Yes.
I'm Detective Claypool.
I'm Detective Claypool. That's such a, what a friendly guy. He sounds so friendly. Is this real or staged? Okay, so like the whole part of it being called true crime is the true part. So unfortunately, this is real.
Can we chat for a couple minutes? Sure. Okay.
Where she's got her feet out and up on the.
I'm okay. I deal with angry people once in a while, so.
I have a right to be angry as hell, and I am.
Okay.
The detective tried to calm Cheryl down, but any reassurance he offered only caused her to lash out even more.
Cheryl, so my job here isn't to point fingers at anybody, okay? I don't know you.
Oh, my house was just busted into because of something my brother said. I have a right to, my son is not doing well. All right, he broke some bones falling out of bed. Why does he have to be in a hospital? He deserves to pass peacefully.
Cheryl kept repeating that Shannon deserved to die peacefully, but when she described what happened to the detective, it didn't sound peaceful at all.
So let's kind of talk about Shannon here a little bit.
About
so you said he climbed out of bed.
Well, there was a big crash, and he started screaming.
Okay.
And I ran in there, and I tried to move him, but I couldn't even move him. He was all bent up like he was, like his bones were stuck.
What do you mean by that? Can you describe it to me a little bit, or?
He was just bent up on his side like this on the floor.
Like in kind of the fetal position?
Kind of.
Would that be accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get him to the bathroom?
I just dragged him.
Okay.
I wasn't going to put him in the hallway because it's carpet, and then I thought, I don't know what's going to happen. I better put him in the bathroom.
Okay.
I thought if he was going to pass away, they didn't want to see it.
For the next 4 days, the only nourishment Cheryl gave him was a little bit of juice and water, along with some.
Jeez, man. This is really tough. That's really tough. I don't know. I mean, clearly this woman has lost her way, but like, wow, just like. Hearing the attempted logic of like, I'm just going to let my handicapped child who's injured and needs medical help, I'm just going to let him die, basically. It's we're running into some unfortunate videos today with mental health issues. Ugh. And you know what? I get particularly upset about like old people suffering too. I mean, I know I'm not unique in that regard, but like it's painful. I hate seeing that, you know?
Of her leftover medications.
I know this is really painful to talk about. Did he ever ask you to call for help or anything?
He didn't ask for anything. I only gave him something he asked.
Okay. And was he asking for like food or water or something to eat, or
No.
you try to give him some medication maybe to help him?
Yeah. And I told him, I said, it's for pain and sleep. It's some of my old medication.
What did you give him?
And tryptolene and diazepam.
Okay. How many of each do you think you gave him?
Depended on if it seemed like it was helping or not. If it wasn't helping.
The medications Cheryl gave Shannon are sometimes used at low doses for sleep and pain. However, if the dosage is too high, the side effects can cause serious health issues, including coma, breathing impairment, or death. It's unclear how much Cheryl was giving Shannon. The autopsy results weren't available yet, so the possibility that Cheryl had killed Shannon directly by causing him to overdose wasn't out of the equation. After 4 days of consuming water, juice, and medications, Shannon stopped moving completely. He still had a pulse, but Cheryl knew he was on his way out.
How come you never contacted rescue or police or anything after your son fell?
I didn't want him going to the hospital where they cut him up for his organs and stuff. They tried to take him when he was 14. They tried to do that.
Cheryl couldn't give a clear reason as to why she thought people were trying to harvest Shannon's organs. But she did say that multiple family members wanted him dead because he had a lot of money in his trust.
People in the past have tried to get my son away from me because I had a trust put up for him. So it's up to me what happened to Shannon's money. Shannon goes in peace. F the money, his trust is gone. And I don't care where it goes.
Cheryl's reason for letting Shannon die kept changing. First, it was to let him pass peacefully.
He deserves to pass peacefully.
Then it was so people didn't steal his organs at the hospital.
I didn't want him going to the hospital where they cut him up for his organs and stuff.
And now it was because she was overwhelmed managing his trust.
F the money, his trust is gone.
It was hard to tell if Cheryl was being deceptive or if she was out of touch with reality, throwing around a bunch of disconnected thoughts and paranoid theories.
Do you believe that there was like any kind of like evil spirits or demons or anything like that inside your house?
Something was going on.
Something was going on?
Yeah. I couldn't see it. I don't know what the heck it was, but it was some kind of bad energy.
So did you paint the mirrors and stuff and like the threshold of your door? Was that?
That represents the blood of Jesus against evil spirit.
Okay.
Although Cheryl had obvious signs of severe mental decline, she seemed to know exactly what she was doing every step of the way and had no remorse for letting Shannon die. So the detective stepped out of the room and an officer stepped in to handcuff her. Cheryl was charged with negligently subjecting an individual at risk to abuse causing death, a Class C felony with a maximum fine of $100,000 and a maximum sentence of 40 years
why
in
is the
prison.
guy
Cheryl
mad then?
pled not guilty.
What'd she do to your brother?
Left his ass next to the because he was a that shoved pills down his throat and everything else for 5 days. Then he died and then left his body there for 5 days next to the.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And everybody was like, oh man, your mom's just psychotic and this and that. He didn't eat that bar of soap for a reason. He sat there and put the bar of soap inside of his mouth so she would stop putting pills in his mouth. I lost my. She told me straight on out. She goes, I wish I had somebody there to help me while Shannon passed away. I said, bitch, he would still be alive today. He would still be alive today. I want the detective that's working on the
pay for my mother.
The police now understood why Jesse was angry and why he wanted to speak to the detective working Cheryl's case. But they didn't understand why it took 4 years for Jesse to have a meltdown like this.
I was about to
However,
say.
when they looked into his mom's case file, they discovered that another major incident happened at her house just 2 days earlier. On July 8, 2024, emergency services were called to a fire at 2624 West Crescent Street.
I'm gonna go knock on the door. Do you know if they're home? Do they have a car? No cars?
So much is going on with this one.
The fire department went inside the house, and while they were extinguishing the fire, one of the neighbors approached the officer standing by.
know the whole story.
Wow, what a fit.
She was her kind of mad. She was the one who let her son die in her house. Fried your fellow policeman and tell you.
Cheryl was currently out on bond awaiting her trial, so they worried that she was still inside the house. Moments later, the fire chief received disturbing news from the firefighters inside the home.
Yeah, 4061 dispatch. We'll need an investigator out here. We got one party deal with.
Investigator Craig Claypool, the lead detective in Cheryl's case, arrived at the scene.
You remember this one?
No, I don't think I had anything to do with that one. I did. Because I had charges for homicide on her, so.
After getting caught up to speed by the firefighters, they all went inside the house.
When you showed up, you could see fire like right where all on the ground right there.
Okay.
We sprayed that, like there was zero visibility, and then when we were hitting that, then we could see her here.
Okay.
Although the body was almost unrecognizable, Investigator Claypool was able to identify the body as Cheryl. The fire seemed to come from multiple sources, suggesting that someone had intentionally lit the house on fire.
There's a couple of.
So what is the, I mean, is he just, I get it. What, I mean, I guess, I assume he's frustrated. Like, obviously he's frustrated because if there was intent in this fire, it's possible she did it herself to avoid being responsible for, you know, everything that happened to her son. But like, what is, I mean, I guess he's mad because of how long it's taken and the fact that she got out and she basically got away with it in a way. I don't know.
Smoke detectors over here that are on the ground as well. Just as a heads up. Doesn't look like there's batteries in them.
In the basement, there appeared to be even more sources that caused the fire, further supporting the theory that this was a case of arson.
Look at all the damage we got under these cords here. Yeah. It's just weird. Man, we got all kinds of burns through underneath here. Yeah. Just weird.
What made this especially strange was that Cheryl's body was in the middle of the living room, far away from any of the exits, almost as if she didn't even try to escape the fire.
I still don't know how you don't wake up to like the smell.
I don't know.
When the medical examiner arrived and inspected Cheryl's body, they discovered that she had 4 gunshot wounds to the head. The detectives immediately launched a homicide investigation, and while they tried to figure out who was responsible for this, Cheryl's family members, who happened to live nearby, approached the officers outside looking for answers.
It's my sister's house. Is my nephew here? We haven't found anyone besides Cheryl. We're still figuring that out right now. Okay. My nephew stays usually in the basement here. Okay. We're still trying to figure everything out right now, but we'll let you know. Just would you mind just kind of staying kind of by that tree over there?
The officers eventually circled back to them and gained some crucial insight into who might have done this and the killer's potential motive.
I lived in Arizona for 10 years, and I just moved back 2 years ago.
Interesting.
And when I moved back, that's when I found out all the details about how my cousin died and all that. You know, everybody started saying, oh, Aunt Cheryl went crazy. She killed Shannon. The issue here that I'm having right now, because of this now, is telling me this got to do with money. I was told Shannon, because of his car accident, he had millions of dollars. So recently there was a court hearing and money was handed out to each one of the kids. So they were all each given a portion of that money, and I don't know how much they were given. Well, all of a sudden she started texting me the other day saying that money that she gave her son Jesse, Pat is his last name, she said that he blew it. And then he called her crying for more money. So Jesse Pat, who's her son, he was the last one to have contact with her. Because she said
that's a pretty solid
motive. He
motive.
was staying with her on and off. That's what she told me. But then she started saying stuff to me like, I'm in danger, I might die, they might kill me. I don't know. I really think this needs to be investigated, not just investigated.
Already, the police had their first suspect, none other than Jesse Pat. They gave Jesse's full name to dispatch and learned that he was currently out on parole for an unrelated incident. But when they contacted his parole officer, they realized that finding him wouldn't be very easy.
Hi, this is Detective Nikolai with the same police department. I'm looking to talk to you about Jesse Pat. I'm sorry. We're trying to locate him.
Yeah, money is
Do you know when last time you saw him?
pretty major motivator.
Okay. And he doesn't have a phone that you're aware of or anything?
Investigators
One of the
spent the
core
next 2
three.
days trying to track Jesse down, but made no progress, until that random hiker stumbled upon him out in the field.
I sat there and I lived inside that house and everything else for 3 months with that bitch. 3 months. She finally got used to me a little bit and told me some things, man. Nope. Yeah, I lost my... I shot her. Put 4 rounds of a 45 in her ass. And I set the house on fire. But first, before I set the house on fire, I let her body rot inside that house for 7 days. Just like what she did to my brother. Minus the 45 rounds.
While Jesse was venting, the police set up a drone to watch his every move from above.
Wow, this has gone all sorts of weird.
I think he's agitated. His left arm starting to move towards the back of his body.
Eventually, the phone and cigarettes Jesse demanded arrived, and the police fleshed out a game plan for safely delivering the package to him, and if possible, put an end to this standoff. They are first going to throw the package to him. If Jesse goes straight to the package without grabbing the gun,
Genius.
they are going to shoot a non-lethal projectile to disorient him, then immediately move in and capture him. If Jesse tries to take aim at the police at any point during this plan, they will have no choice but to use deadly force.
I was about to say, this is a very death by cop scenario. I can't lie. I mean, obviously we're going to find out, but this is exactly how yeah. I mean, he's either going to just like lament to the detective and shoot himself, or he's going to make the police have to do it, which is equally as unfortunate. I mean, that's got to be tough. I can't lie. That would be tough to have to be like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, just another I mean, what's going on with these cases?
Obviously, if it's the other way,
picked a bunch of unfortunate ones today, just in terms of like,
hey, these were the guys I was telling you about. They want to talk to you. They want to give you a phone and cigarettes.
We're gonna get this case out to you, Jesse. It has 2 cigarettes in it. No, it's not. No. It's just a hard case. It just has a phone in it, Jesse, and your 2 cigarettes. Okay? We're gonna throw it out to you, okay?
Look.
Holy shit!
That's the phone with the cigarette.
Hey, you got it.
You want me to?
You got it. Go. Do it.
Impact. Impact.
Get him, drop.
Oh boy. Please fire.
Shots fired, suspect down. No injuries, no cop injuries.
Suspect is down. Everyone is okay.
You guys okay?
Blue coming in, blue coming in.
Huh?
Yep.
All right. He gave us no choice. Unload, man. Just relax. All right.
I only fired my rifle.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm all right.
After the drone confirmed that Jesse wasn't holding his gun, a team of officers carefully approached him and began giving him medical attention. But once the medics took over, it wasn't long before he succumbed to his gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead.
It's really not the way I wanted this to go down.
No.
The man shot and killed by police at a Caledonia campground is connected to a homicide case in Racine. Wednesday, police shot and killed a 37-year-old man at Cliffside Park after a standoff. Police say that man has ties to a Racine address where a woman was found dead on Monday. Police say firefighters found the body of 64-year-old Cheryl Christensen in a home near Crescent and Webster after putting out a fire. Police say she had been shot multiple times.
What's with the ominous music for that? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, geez, man. Jeez. Getting some real grim ones, dude. I don't know. Just awful. I don't know. What is it? There's so much about that. There's so much about that. Where do you even start with like, wow, pretty rough start on these videos. I mean, it's to be expected, but you know, you know, there's a level of like expected tragedy with these. There's a level to it, and you expect like a certain amount of like unfortunate circumstance, but watching it, you know, compound and seeing the history of it compound in this video and last, just it hurts to see it. I can't even imagine being the people dealing with it or having done it or being affected by it, but like seeing the domino effect of years of just like shit just went wrong and more wrong and kept going, and you can just see how much it deteriorated the whole, I mean, that whole family, really. I mean, that whole family just deteriorated. I mean, that's awful. I mean, and it's really easy to, sometimes in these situations, it's really easy to see a bad guy or see a suspect and go, well, that makes sense. He kind of deserves what's coming because he did a bad thing. But then you see stuff like this where you're like, dude, I mean, nothing they did is right, but you can see the pain and you could see where they could have been helped. You know what I mean? I don't know. You see like the pain of like, I don't know. I can't imagine one of my kids being 14 and being like in an accident and being permanently handicapped. Like that's a terrible reality to have to deal with for them and the family. And then, you know, just that ripple effect of all of that. It's just seeing like, you can see the deterioration. Like you can kind of carve out a path of like, it started like clearly with his accident and you see where it sort of went down slowly but surely, and you hate that. Like you just I hate it. And I mean, you know, and like I said, there's so many of these true crime cases and stuff we watch where you're like, this person's being a piece of shit and they got deservingly, you know, rocked for being a piece of shit. And it's easy to be like, hell yeah, that's a case, you know, that's a case, and we saw that one, and it's like that's an easy one to watch. All right. And, you know, and I obviously use easy sparingly because, you know, this is all very much reality, etc. But you see the stuff with like, yeah, the mom falling for this YouTuber and buying medicine and shit, and it clearly like, I don't know if she got the medicine from him or was convinced to get new medication because of him or whatever, but it's just, there's so many steps of like, wow, like this should have been so different. And like, what do you even say? Like you just bear witness to the rot of like a family just because of like so many things. of just so many things. Just the ripple of it all for the entire family. And it's awful to see. And I don't know, like you wish somebody can do something, but you can't do it to everybody. Sorry, my phone just popped off. It sucks. It sucks, man. Like, what is there to even do? How do you even, what is there to say? It's a shame. That's it. Ultimately, like, it's awful to, it's really surreal. There's a level, and obviously that's ridiculous because it's true crime. Of course it's going to feel surreal because it's happening. But like I said, there's a scale. There's a scale to these where, like, you expect a certain amount of morbidity, and when it really cranks it up, like when we find these cases like this where it really goes up a notch and there's this level of, like, good God, like, it's grim. And it's just it's tough. Like, it is. And there's a level of empathy I feel towards, like, that detective who's, like, was there for the first incident and shows up for the second one and the third. Like, there's a level of, I can't even empathize enough with the police in this regard, admittedly, like, there's an amount of ghosts that would follow me if I had to do some shit like this as an officer. Like, if I was ever an officer and these sort of cases were brought to my table, like, I would be disturbed, and understandably so. And it just sort of makes it make more sense, like, why we need to have such a better focus towards mental health and funding it. Like, all of these people involved, the victims and the officers needed, the victims needed, and the officers need, like, mental counseling because of, like I said, just the burden of, like, it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch, and we are watching this, most of us from the safety of our home. It's tough to witness it like this. Being the people responding, like, I can't imagine having to be that person. I can't imagine, and I empathize with the people that have to be that person. Yeah, I don't know. It's awful. Awful. I mean, that was a pretty whirlwind. That was a pretty whirlwind of a case, but I think that's the thing. I think people, at the end of the day, like, people, like I said, like, people really want to paint a very black and white picture and just be like, people who are doing bad things are bad people, and bad things happen to them because they were bad people. And unfortunately, like, things are so much more nuanced, and stuff like that doesn't happen. And inherently at the core of a bad person is the fact that they're human. And, it takes a bad day, one singular bad day, to do something like that. And it's really tough. Like, these are tough and important things to watch, because ultimately, like, these are people. It's really easy for people to consume this type of content and just be like, that's a bad guy. Like, get the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, everybody wants to watch some feel-good cop video where the bad guy gets got and everybody's okay. And it's truth of the matter is that doesn't happen a majority of the time. Or at least between all of those, things like this happen where it's just like the police are like, it's too late. You know what I mean? Like, it's too late. It was too late the first, second, and third time. Clearly, like, he went out into that field with the intention of not coming out of it, at least alive. You know what I mean? Like, But you know, it's important to understand that these are people. You know what I mean? Like, and people that have done some pretty awful things, but suffering, people who suffered, and you can see the suffering, like, at least, especially in the mom's voice. I mean, I don't know how truthful it was. I don't know how deceptive she was being, but you can tell there's like years of just pain of having to deal with what happened to her child in her thought, in her process. You know what I mean? Like that's just painful to hear. Just hear her sort of justifying and protecting him, but also the overprotectiveness ultimately killing him because she went way too far with it. Yeah, like you can tell it. I don't know, man. I think these types of cases are super important. I think like these aren't the flashy ones, and people don't love to watch these ones because they're not like entertaining or feel good or exciting or wild. I mean, there's a lot of bewilderment in this one, but it's like it's important to understand that the people that do bad things are still people, and everybody has a level of logic that they justify to themselves in order to do good and terrible things. I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I agree. There is it is dangerous to consume this type of content without witnessing certain videos like this because, police become plenty desensitized. If all you see, and you know what, we're consuming these sorts of things in an entertainment value. It's valid. There is a level of concern for the consumption of this content because like people will just forget the humanity in it all because they're viewing things like this in a lens of like entertainment. And I am happy to be like, for sake of example, like a vessel in which we can do this together. But it would be wrong for me to not continuously try to like correct the course, at least in the little bit of control I have and the small amount of community that we have accrued, and to make people just remind themselves when I can that there is a lot more to these things than just like bad guy is bad guy. You know what I mean? It's tragic. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's awful. It's grim. I don't know. There's a level of entertainment you can have towards it, but you still have to be you just have to be careful. You just have to be careful, man. People just get very like caught up in the entertainment value of this sort of stuff, and you're like, I mean, you're watching a 7-year-old get tasered because she's clearly lost her way to the point where she let her son rot. And because of all that, her other son killed her and let her rot and got himself killed. Like, it's like, that happened. Like, that's a thing that's really happened. Like, this isn't like entertainment in a lot of ways. I mean, there's a level of entertainment to get out of watching things like this, but there is also the need to like connect the humanity to it all, because it's like ultimately, and this is important for police too. Like, once again, this is an important piece for police to understand and continue to understand. And this is why, like, training them and educating them properly is so important, instead of just giving them more and more weapons to just like use. Because the police being able to see the humanity within the people they have to interact with day to day can allow them to change the trajectory of some cases, or even come towards them with a better understanding. And it sucks to really see the disengagement from that, at least in terms of funding and training. Like, it's frustrating as like a scholastic of criminology to see the lack of wanting that in the police and the people who are day to day working within the system. You know what I mean? And I think, like, it's important for police to come towards these cases with that in mind, like just understanding. And they have to do what they have to do sometimes. And I think that is unfortunately contorted and twisted into things that make people who are doing nothing wrong get killed for reasons that make no sense. But, you know, I think it's equally important for them to stay more into their human side, because it helps in these moments. I don't know. I guess we're just like saying the same thing over and over at this point, but yeah.